Gentlemen, I want to finally talk about the mirror effect politics, the mirroring of political scenarios in the Kenyan context. And the man at the center of it is William Samoei Arap Ruto. So what is it? In order for me to be able to talk about that, I'll talk about two elements. So one, I will talk about switching and shifting of position. And then I will talk about how the person from whom William Ruto has mirrored, has played his politics, and how William Ruto is playing his politics, and how that is actually a historical perspective that is going to repeat itself, only that the way we say in politics that it's the same forest. No, it is different monkeys playing different positions, but in the same forest. So really, we are just talking about a striker who is number 7 shifting to play number 11, and a guy who was playing defense now playing to be a striker, and maybe a guy who was playing midfield now becoming the goalkeeper. But the scenarios are just remaining the same, and it is history repeating itself, but it is repeating itself with a mirror effect. So William Ruto is playing mirror effect politics. What exactly am I talking about? In order to shed this light very quickly, I have to say what is working against William Ruto in his own philosophy. He had seen this, and I want to quickly take you into the funeral of the former cabinet minister Soita Shitanda. And William Ruto says two things. He says that, one, I agree that I was Jirongo's spanner boy, but I told Jirongo a lesson in politics 101 that, and I want to quote him in his own words. He said, hii siasa sio ya kupeleka haraka, ni ya kupeleka polepole bwana, ni ya kujipanga polepole. You don't ruffle the feathers. And he gave an example and said that, you see, Raila Odinga, he could have smartly and humbly walked behind Kibaki, and Kibaki would have left him power. But because he decided to ruffle Kibaki day and night and give him sleepless nights, they are now in the opposition. That is the lesson that Raila Odinga decided to take from William Ruto. And he decided, yes, he didn't learn the lessons right with Kibaki, but he can learn the lessons right with Uhuru. And he stayed behind Uhuru Kenyatta, exactly like William Ruto said. He didn't peleka or sumbua Uhuru Kenyatta. And what's going to happen? What William Ruto said of Jirongo and Raila is exactly what they are doing and what is going to happen. William Ruto, in that particular funeral, ya Soita Shitanda, he also said that, you see, if Moi did not humble himself behind baba ya huyu jamaa, hangekuwa kitu. So Raila Odinga took the lessons and applied it. Unfortunately, William Ruto, who now said, bwana tumejipanga bwana, ni kujipanga, we know what we are doing, my friend, which meant that all he needed to do was to humble himself behind Uhuru Kenyatta. Incidentally, he has switched position. So there is a mirror effect here. The mirror effect is that William Ruto and Raila Odinga have officially switched places, and William Ruto is mirroring, is giving you the mirror. In fact, let me go and talk near a mirror so that I can make sense. I hope there's enough light. If is there enough light? Yes. So quickly, so what's happening here is a complete mirror effect. The mirror effect is in such a way that everything that William Ruto, everything that Raila Odinga has represented in the past is exactly what William Ruto is doing. What exactly do I mean? Raila Odinga has been the face of opposition. He has been the face of activism. He has been the face of championing what the common man wants and needs. It is exactly the place that William Ruto has now taken. William Ruto is now speaking for the hustler. He's now crying for the hustler. He's now representing the cry of the common man. He is now saying that the big boys are at the table at the expense of the common man. That is the song that Raila Odinga has been singing every single day. So William Ruto has taken that particular position. Now, William Ruto has also said that all he needed to ascend to power was to play second fiddle, to be calm, not to ruffle feathers with the powers that be. Raila Odinga has done exactly that and is walking slowly, smoothly, and strategically behind Uhuru Kenyatta, while William Ruto is doing everything possible to fight and ruffle feathers with Uhuru and storming the Jubilee Party and storming the bedroom of Uhuru Kenyatta in central Kenya and chanting all songs against Uhuru Kenyatta. Actually, it was a strategy for William Ruto. William Ruto thought that if he stirred enough uprising in central Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta will feel so desperate that he would turn down. Instead, that strategy did not work for him. It worked against him. What is the other thing? Now, Raila Odinga has been the face of receiving the brutality of police. Raila Odinga has been fighting police, he has been fighting IBC, he has been fighting, well, when you talk about IBC, you will say, yeah, but ODM is saying Chebukati out. No, that's just a trick. The trick is, ODM wants to say that Chebukati must be removed and the 3 commissioners currently in office must be removed. What's going to happen is that William Ruto will come up and say, no, Chebukati must stay. The other 3 commissioners must stay. So when Chebukati finally declares Raila Odinga winner and William Ruto loser, we will tell William Ruto that you said they must stay, so you must lie in your bed. But the point is this: Raila Odinga fought with all security forces. He said the military had rigged. He said IBC is biased. He said the police are biased. And all these government institutions plus the deep state worked against him and made sure that he does not have a practical chance. Now, they have switched alliances. They have switched places. And what is happening here is that now William Ruto has taken exactly the same and the very position that Raila Odinga has been playing. He's the face of opposition. He's the one who is fighting the instruments of power. He is the one who is fighting the police. He is the one who is crying foul. He is the one who is leading an uprising from the masses to uprise against the government of the day. What was the end result of that? The end result of that, I can tell you without blinking, that Raila Odinga actually won the votes from the people. But the instruments of power will make sure that he does not ascend to power. So technically, in Kenya, we have what we call the popular vote. In America, we have the popular vote and the electoral college vote. So technically, in Kenya, Raila Odinga has been winning the popular vote, but losing the electoral college vote, which does not exist. And the electoral college here means being able to be supported by the instruments of state, by the instruments of power, being able to be strategically placed to win elections. I mean, I'm just quoting hypothetically. It does not really represent what the electoral college is. And that is exactly what's going to happen. That William Ruto might and is likely to win the popular vote in the next coming election, but he will lose the electoral college vote, meaning that there will be a systematic way to deny him that particular opportunity despite winning that particular popular vote. And that is the mirror effect for you and for now, that Raila Odinga will ascend to power and William Ruto might actually win the vote, but the system will make sure that he does not ascend to power. One might argue and say, William Ruto is not the kind of guy who gives in. William Ruto is not the guy who will do a peace accord like Raila did with Kibaki. Will not do a handshake like Uhuru because he has been able to wrestle even Uhuru Kenyatta while he's a sitting president. Yes, that is the temperament and the personality of William Ruto. But one thing speaks against him. The ICC card is still on the table. Ruto and Uhuru came together because of trying to evade and avoid ICC and the state instruments, the Attorney General, the police, the military, and every other instrument of power was working to make sure that these guys are off the hook. It is a mirror effect. If William Ruto was in the shoes of Raila Odinga, where he has won the popular vote, but it has been done against him, unfortunately, the instruments of state will be working against him. They have a lot of information and a lot of intel that can comfortably give him away, and the international community will be on his case. I don't know how that could play out, but I've spoken my mind. That's the mirror effect, where William Ruto is the new Raila Odinga.